Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to judge the back of your car for reverse parking. This will be a very simple driving tutorial, so let's get right into the video. I'll be going over 4 methods for judging the back of your car when reverse parking. Let's get right into it. The first method is to use the camera on your car if it has one. And if your car doesn't have a camera, then just don't do this one, obviously, but go to the next 3. Before this one, it's very simple. I'm going to be showing my face and turning the camera back around and so forth. So just sort of follow along with me. If your car has a reverse camera, let's just move forward. You can use that, okay? So I'm just driving forward. I'm going to reverse into this spot. As soon as I put the car in reverse, the camera pops up. What you want to do is you want to really get to know the different views if it has multiple views, which most likely it does if it's a modern car. And I know that as I'm reversing, I can use this view to see what's going on around the car and see how lined up I am with the parking spot. But this is the view that I need to use if I want to actually see how far away I am from the curb, because that line right there at the bottom, a very faint line that you can't really see, right above this border is actually my rear bumper. So I can go back and I know that right about now, my rear bumper is just, I would say, like 1 inch to 2 inches away from that curb. So the first method is use the camera, okay? The second method is going to be to actually use the other cars around you. So I know that on this side is a van, which is larger than my vehicle substantially. But on that side, that's a car that's just slightly smaller than my vehicle. And you can see how far away that car is from the curb. So what I would do is I would know that I'll reverse into that spot beside that car. I would know that when I reverse into that spot, that my car should not be as far back as that car. Because if it is, then my car's bigger, then that means I'm too close to the curb. So as I reverse into that spot, you'll see that I'm lining up in the spot and I'm looking at this car, right? Now, if my front bumper matches up with that rear bumper right there, if my front bumper matches up with that bumper, then I've gone too far because my car's bigger than that car. Therefore, my car would be pretty much on the curb. So as I reverse, I want to just reverse until, give or take, my front bumper is sticking out a little bit further than that bumper, okay? And that's how I know. And if you look at the camera, you can see, we wouldn't use this camera for this method, but you can see that I'm just far enough. That's how far I want it to be, okay? Now, the next method is useful when it's very sunny outside and when the cars are in good condition around you, meaning if they're cleaned and if there's no rust and stuff. And that method is to use the reflection of that car. So right here, this is not a good example. I mean, when I get close, you'll be able to see a little bit of a reflection, but not a massive reflection. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to reverse park into that spot again. Let's go ahead and reverse park into that spot beside that blue van. Sorry about all of the shaky camera angles, but I'm doing my best here. So as I reverse into that spot over here, okay, let's turn this camera around so you're not looking at my face. I'm using my mirrors to judge how far away I am from that vehicle, but let's roll down the window. As you can see right here, I'm looking at that car, and you can see right there, hopefully you can see this, you can see my rear rim right there. You see my rear rim? You see it right there in the reflection of the car. There's my rim right there. Hopefully you can capture this. Hopefully the camera's doing a good job at capturing that. There's the rim. I would keep an eye on that reflection, and then I can see my bumper back there. And I would just look at when I should stop, okay? And I would stop right about now because I can see my bumper. It's hard to tell, but when in real life, I can see my bumper is just where the curb basically should be. Like I'm pretty much where I want it to be. And as you can see, I've literally lined up my bumper right where the curb is. Like that's like literally as precise as you can possibly park. Now the next method is very simple, and this is actually the one that involves training your brain. Now what you would do is you would drive forward, you would be reversing it. I'm gonna drive forward. You would reverse in, and obviously you're not using a camera, right? So you're gonna reverse in, and as you're reversing in, you're gonna come to a stop when you think that you're just a little too far from the curb, okay? I'm gonna put the car in park. We're gonna actually get out of the car. Now at this point, you would get out and you would see how far away you are. So I would see, okay, look, I'm this far away from the curb. So I know that when I look in my rear view mirror, and when I turn around, when I look in my rearview mirror, and it's hard to see because I'm not reversing against a fence or against a wall, but when I look and I see this, and when I turn my head and I see that, I know that that's how far away I am. I would, you know, if you were doing this against a wall, you would know basically what it looks like to be that far away from the curb, from the wall, whatever it is. Now, you would go back a little bit further. So right now I'd reverse back just a little bit more. I'd go back a little bit more, come to a complete stop. I'd get out of the car. Okay, I would look at how far away I am, and I would memorize that view in the mirror again, and that view of when I turn my head around again. And you want to keep doing that until your brain has been trained to know what it looks like to be, you know, 12 inches away from the curb, from the wall, from the fence, whatever it is, from the car if you're reverse parking into towards a car, and then, you know, 24 inches, blah, blah, blah. You want to train your brain to know what it looks like in the mirrors and through that rear windshield when you're that far away from whatever it is that you're reversing towards. And that's it. That is literally how to get your mind ready for reverse parking, how to judge the back of your car for reverse parking. I've gone over 4 methods, 4 easy, simple methods. You know, use the camera, use other cars as a guideline. Remember, if you're bigger or smaller than that car as well, if your car is bigger or smaller than that car, use the reflection on other cars, and then just train your brain by getting out and getting back in. Train your brain to know what it looks like. And that's it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.